Hi Capricorn, I hope you guys are doing great today. This is going to be a general reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the last week of February, the 22nd to the 29th. Cannot believe it. This is going to be general messages, guys, so try not to make the messages fit if they don't. And as I always say, you want to check your rising sign, your moon sign, and your Venus sign to get the fullest messages. So we have the new moon in Pisces happening on the 23rd. So that's going to mark the beginning of a new cycle. That Aquarius new moon cycle ends and the Pisces new moon cycle begins. And it's a really good time to commit to personal goals that express the positive energies of Pisces, which include like taking a leap of faith, taking that chance, accepting imperfections in yourself and in other people as a new kind of perfection, so to say, starting some sort of new project that requires imagination and visualization, and very consciously putting aside time for yourself to be peaceful and to really rejuvenate yourself, because a lot of us are going to be feeling pretty tired during this time, you know. But this new moon energy is especially creative and forward-looking with its harmonious aspects to Mars and the nodes of the moon and Uranus. So this is happening at 4 degrees and 29 minutes. So especially for those of you who have mutable energies in your chart from 0 to 8 degrees, that would be Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces most specifically, you know, as your rising or your Venus or, you know, whatever. You guys are going to be feeling it maybe a little more than the next guy. But what I like about this for you is this is a great time for you guys. Having to do with anything along like the mental and intellectual lines, is the information that you uncover in this last week of the month is going to be especially valuable for you moving forward, you know. So have a little fun with life, right? And you're going to really feel like you're being led in a different direction, you know. You're just going to be feeling it intuitively. So you're going to be doing things differently now, Capricorn. You're going to be communicating or figuring something out. 10 of Cups energy to start. I love it. But you're going to be figuring things out differently. You're going to be, especially with this new moon energy on the 23rd, you're just going to be thinking about things differently. This is going to be, it's a great time for revisiting past studies, past projects, or personal interests with a lot of success. You know, there can be some sort of learning breakthrough or news that many of you have been waiting to come in. But there might still be details to handle before pushing you forward. That's okay, because we do have that Mercury retrograde. But even with Mercury retrograde, you're perfectly capable of strengthening bonds through your actions and support right now. So this is really good. So particularly good position for collecting information, doing kind of research into something that you want to push forward, you know, really working on like refinement and editing something that you have on your heart, which is really good. Yeah, I mean, I really like it. It's definitely a good time for going over things, for remembering what you wanted to be and do at one point, revisiting memories, you know, because you're going to be looking at everything through a little bit of a different lens right now, and it's going to be very benefic for you. All right, so let's get into this. So you're coming into this energy as the Queen of Coins in the reverse. Okay, so since it's Sagittarius and Capricorn here in you. So when we have this in reverse, Sagittarius is all about movements, moving forward, right? It's Jupiter energy, and it's all about, boom, let's go, you know? And travelers of the zodiac, right? And, you know, as you guys know, Saturn rules you guys, and Saturn is, you know, we could complain about Saturn, but we really shouldn't complain too much, because while Saturn might be a tough energy to get through, the biggest and longest lasting lessons are there after Saturn. So Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is great and everything, it really is, but it's a fast energy. Comes in fast, it leaves fast. But the gifts that come on the other side of Saturn, they last, you know. So now we have this in the reverse, which is telling me that having to do with the coin energy, so this could be your money, this could be mental, physical, and emotional connection and relationship, where there wasn't this movement forward. It was some sort of movement forward that wasn't happening for you. You felt like you were putting in the work, or you were dealing with somebody who was not putting the work in equally, so this thing was not able to come to fruition, whether it was any kind of relationship or any kind of situation in your work. But that's your past. And we have the 10 of Cups as the foundation now. Yes, I love this. Mars and Pisces. I like this. This is about a new approach in your imagination, making your dreams come true. Even though the Ten of Cups energy really is built over time, this is getting to a point where you're going to start handling things differently. So if this has to do with a relationship, this is a really beautiful energy for a relationship. It's you guys finally culminating into a situation where you're able to enter into that next phase, that next step, and really make things happen for yourself. If this has to do with a job, this is you just feeling really happy with where you're at in your job and you growing. There's a lot of growth here. Now, guys, I do also have to say this is one of the reconciliation cards. So for many of you who have been not in communication with somebody who you were in a relationship with, this definitely does indicate reconnection. And that is definitely happening for many, many people in this new moon energy as well. And then always in the retrograde season of Mercury, because it's everything, reconnection, right? Rethinking, reevaluating how something went. So I really like that for you. Now, we have the Five of Swords in the reverse, crossing you. Now, I happen to like this card. Even though 5 is conflict, and even though we're talking about swords, which is words and truth, and there's conflict here, the conflict is in the name of doing something differently, okay? So, for example, it's if you do reconnect and you are having that hard conversation when you first get back together with somebody about why things went south in the first place, it's that conversation trying to figure out what went wrong. And you guys maybe not really agreeing, but this is the thing. It is a Venus in Aquarius energy. Venus is the planet of love. It also is the planet of how we connect to money and where our values live, okay? And it's in Aquarius, which is ruled by Uranus, which is all about doing something differently. So it's like you guys are having this conversation about maybe what wasn't so great the last time around, or what's been an issue up to this point, and you having that tough conversation, but you're having the conversation in an attempt to move toward healing. But what I'm getting here, Capricorn, is that you're recognizing that the issue really isn't coming from your end. And it's not because you are looking to deflect or point a finger. It's because you're being really honest, because it's in the reverse. It's like you're caught up in this argument, in this thing that you really honestly don't feel like the issue is yours. But this is something that needs to be ironed out in order for a situation to move forward. Now, crowning, we have the Four of Cups energy. Okay, this is a moon in Cancer, and this is about recognizing that there's some sort of disillusionment, restlessness here, having to do with this job, having to do with this connection, a friendship, any kind of relationship here. There's a restlessness, and this is the checklist card. This is you identifying front and center what things are going on in this connection you are just so not okay with. Whether it's how your boss is treating you, how your colleagues are treating you, your intimate partner, things that elements in their personality, elements within their constitution, what they're willing to do and willing not to do, or not willing to do rather. And that really, that is crowning the energy, this very clear, definitive kind of understanding of you feeling very restless in something and knowing why. Like you're very much getting in touch with the why of it. But what I like here is that in the foundation, we do have the Three of Swords energy. And in the Three of Swords reverse, this is the reverse energy. Okay? This is about a truth coming out. This is inciting healing. Some sort of truth is coming out. The conversation is being had about something that was very, very painful. Now, it could have been a third-party situation. It could have been somebody being super irresponsible with money. Some sort of drama that took place that was very... it's not only painful, though, guys. There's like a feeling of betrayal in this. And people betray people in relationships and in connections for so many different types of reasons, in so many different ways. And there are too many of you for me to say other than think about where the pain is living, within your life right now, within this connection. And in this reverse is telling me that in the last week of this month, there's going to be conversation about it. Lots of conversation. And I like it because it's going to end up bringing the Three of Cups energy. This is you. This is a Three of Cups energy in your position, and you're representing you right now. This is a Mercury and Cancer energy. So there's communication here about the heart space, and you're sharing this with other people who matter to you in your life. So this is very much a celebratory vibe, celebrating with your friends, celebrating with your family, the people who really matter to you, celebrating your job, celebrating your relationship with your significant other and your friends and family. So this is really moving you into a much better space than you guys have been in. Absolutely. Now, crossing you, not crossing you, I'm sorry, external to you is the King of Cups in reverse. The King of Cups energy in reverse. So this is a Libra and Scorpio energy. So this is about somebody holding back their emotions, holding back how they really feel, or you at least feeling that somebody's holding back. Right? Because this is this is a Libra and Scorpio energy, but it's in the reverse. So Libra again is ruled by Venus, Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, which is all about transformation. So this is the card of transformation in the heart space, having to do with love or money. But you feeling like external to you that somebody is not 100% on board with you, the way that either someone is not in agreement with your relationship. This could be you vibing, getting a weird vibe from your partner, like they're not in the same space as you. This could be you feeling really excited about moving into this next space in your career and someone not feeling happy for you. You know what I mean? Not on that same page or that same space, because this is external to you. Or meanwhile, you're like, woohoo, you know, you're having good vibes here in your Three of Cups energy, but there's somebody external to you that is not sending you the best juju, if you know what I mean. They're just not, okay? And then we have the Four of Swords in your fear position. This is the card of moving on. This is you recognizing what you've been through in this situation with this person, with this situation, whether it's a relationship or a career, whatever. And you're like, all right, I learned my lessons. Let me lay down for a minute. This is definitely pressing the pause button here, right? But it's pulling your lessons all together, throwing out the rest, and then figuring out what your next step is to move forward. But this is in your fear position. So I'm getting that you are afraid, even though something very positive is happening for you, Capricorn, you're very afraid of moving forward because it means leaving something behind. Yeah, it's definitely leaving something behind. And then in the outcome energy here, we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. Now, this is the Gemini and Cancer energy. So Gemini is ruled by Mercury, right? I mean, and so we have this idea of, you know, really, because Cancer is that moon energy, but it's also the Chariot in Tarot. So it's not having the communication that's necessary to move forward, having to do with a relationship that's very important to you or a job that's very important to you, but you still feeling the celebratory vibe. So Capricorn, I'm thinking that some sort of opportunity has crossed your path that you really want to take opportunity with, and you're really trying to close out things from the past that have not served you. And it's almost like, this sounds very harsh, but almost like a residue of something, some sort of relationship, some sort of connection from the past. It's like you're closing things up to move something forward. Does that make sense to you? It's like this moving something forward, you know? Because something is really, it is not able to come with you. It's not only in your heart space, but they're not coming. You need to leave this situation because you're not getting what you need emotionally, mentally, physically, and not even financially. So there's something that you're leaving, but there's something else that's crossing your path right now, something that you have your eye on. You have your eye on something, Capricorn. Absolutely. What is it? Because we have that Ten of Cups energy. Yeah. And there's a lot of recognition about why this situation wasn't working. But between the 10 of Cups energy of the current situation and then where you're at now in the 3 of Cups energy, there's no question. You have your eyes set on some other prize. Just moving forward. It's not, I'm not even getting, I'm just getting a forward movement. Forward movement. There's a newness here. New communicating. Yeah, and I did mention that before as far as the astrology goes with this new moon for you. You guys are going to be communicating different. You're going to be viewing things differently. Let me pull a few cards for a clarification here, okay? Okay, Ace of Swords, 2 of Wands, 4 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, so Capricorn, I'm feeling like a lot of you feel like you're dealing with somebody who is not being very forthcoming. They're not telling you the truth. If you are in communication with them, there's kind of like you feeling like they're not telling you everything, like a lying through omission kind of thing. And because of that, you don't feel like you can have this new start, this next new cycle with them. The Ace of Sword energy, and this is you really needing to. 2 of Wands is about moving forward, you know? It's about moving on. This is Mars and Aries energy. Mars in Aries. I mean, Mars rules Aries. So this is Aries again, is the baby of the zodiac. And Mars is like, boom, let's go. You know, this is a very huge, very solid fire energy. I mean, very motivated. Lots of fire in your belly to do something that's very new and different. Okay, very new and different. Yeah, because then we have the 4 of Wands in the reverse. Now, this is a Venus and Aries energy. Again, Venus is about the planet of you know, love and our connection to money and self-worth. And do we feel good being in this? And Aries is about fresh perspective, fresh start. Let's go, let's go. You know, it's the card of engagement. It's the card of marriage, strong foundation. Right? And in the reverse, this is you feeling like you're just not able to have that because you have this very clear vision about moving forward in something that is just going to serve you better. Yeah, but you know what, Capricorn, I have to tell you, I have a very positive vibe for you. Like, this is a very positive energy I'm getting for you. Wherever you're going is going to be a really good space for you. Really good. It's definitely going to be where you're supposed to be going is what I'm feeling. Yeah, so that's what I got for your general energies there for the Celtic Cross spread. Now let's just pull a quick love reading here using the oracles, and then I'll use the arcanum for clarification. Okay, let's do. You guys, I don't read these in the reverse. Okay, let's get these in. Okay, any messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Heart-to-heart conversations. Yeah, you guys definitely going to be doing communication differently. This could be the one. Okay. Children. Okay. So this is heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Not today. Not dealing. You don't want to deal. Avoid a conversation or call boundaries. Still angry. You're angry about something. You know, when I get this not today, it's almost like... you know, you've been around the block with this situation a number of times, and it's not that you're not willing ever, you just don't want to deal with it right now. Like, you may need to have this heart-to-heart conversation, and you are going to be communicating differently. You absolutely are. But I just feel like you're going to be doing a lot of thinking right now. You know, because like I said, this is a really good energy the last week for recalling facts and memories and things that happen and getting it all straight in your mind. Not necessarily the best time to do the communicating part, you know. And then we have, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner that you seek. Cassette. Outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over and over in your head. Okay, so yeah, I mean, you're going over things, but I like that you got the outdated thinking, because then there's recognition that something is outdated in the way that you've been perceiving something. Now, that doesn't mean that you're going to all of a sudden start accepting poor behavior or anything like that. You're just going to have a different perspective on things. For many of you, it's going to be this, how did I let this thing go on for so long? Others of you, it's going to be like, why did I not see how I was being before? You know, it's going to be a little different for all of you. And then we have children. Your love life is being affected by children. We have twin flames. Interesting. Yin yang, balance, zen, union, coupling, complementing each other. Yeah. So I do feel like, how do I explain this? For many of you, this is like you guys have known each other before. That the children card is really more about you guys having been together before. Either you were connected to each other in a past life, or in the past here, in an earlier part of your life. For others of you, you will resonate with this very literally, that your children, I mean, because that does happen, right? Particularly if you're coming into a relationship each with your own children from other marriages, or if you're in the type of situation where maybe there's some sort of dissolution going on and you're trying to figure out the situation with the children. But let's get some more information here. Okay, let's pull 3 cards and see what we get. Yeah, so there is this willingness for a new beginning, right? We do have the Page of Wands and the heart-to-heart conversation and the not today. It doesn't mean that you absolutely don't want this. I just feel like you're in this space of trying to figure out what to do with this person, Capricorn. You know, you have a fire in your belly for a new beginning. Okay, definitely a fire in your belly for a new beginning. Yeah, you know what? For a lot of you, I have to tell you what I'm getting. I am getting that somebody very much wants to have a heart-to-heart conversation. The heart-to-heart conversation is very necessary. You really don't want to deal with it now. You're going to be doing some really deep thinking about what it is that you truly want for yourself. And Capricorn, I have to tell you, I feel like you're going to be choosing not to begin the next cycle with them. And then we have, this could be the one, but then we have this outdated thinking and this 10 of Swords energy, this cycle being over. So whatever you were in, you have no desire to go back to that, is what I'm getting. You have no desire to go back to that. Now we have this twin flame energy with the children. Now guys, this could just simply mean this kind of karmic relationship. You understand? I mean, and you just did very much in the Hermit energy, which is, you might be dealing with a Virgo, but this is about really doing some deep, heavy thinking. Knight of Pentacles, okay. Somebody wants to offer somebody a new beginning. There's no question. Knight of Pentacles is a Leo and Virgo. So this is a fire and air, like, this willingness to come in and just say, I want to connect with you emotionally, physically, mentally. I want to do this with you. Now, you just have to be careful with the Knight of Pentacles energy. A lot of times, because it's Leo, a lot of times they're doing this, they're coming in because of their own ego needs. Like they just don't like to lose, kind of thing. Can definitely be at play here. 4 of Swords energy, yeah, you're just in this space, pressing this pause button right now. The cycle is over and you're pressing this pause button. Then we have the Queen of Cups energy. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of emotion here. There's no question. There's a lot of emotion here, Capricorn, but you truly don't know if you should continue entertaining this cycle. Somebody wants it with you. You could be offering somebody and they're on the fence, or vice versa. But we have the Queen of Cups energy. I mean, The Queen of Cups is a Gemini and Cancer. So this is communication about how we can fix things in this heart space. Cancer represents home and love and family and metaphorically, you know, even if you guys aren't married, it's that heart space. It's also connected to the Chariot card in Tarot, which is about forward movement. So there is this call to move forward, you know, and I feel like somebody is offering you something, you're offering, but yet you're like not moving. Capricorn, it's happening here. Judgment's going to have to be had in order for there to be a moving forward. Yeah, in order for there to be forgiveness, there's got to be, in order for there to be forgiveness, for you guys to have any sort of benefic outcome, there has to be a lot of honesty. And I feel like you're struggling with that. Yeah. What is the struggle with that? Let me use my heart oracles here. Yeah, get the Judgment card. It's got to be forgiveness in order for the wheel to happen. I mean, you know, the wheel is a benefic energy. It is. It's a Jupiter energy. You know, it's about luck and expansion and really wanting to bring you into that space. But without the energy of truth, it's just not going to happen. I mean, that's a Taurus and Gemini energy. It's like, all right, Gemini's ruled by Mercury. All right, speak the truth. Speak to me. That's what it is. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it's only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. Wow. Okay, that comes under the heart-to-heart conversation. And then under this could be the one. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. Yeah, I mean, you can't change this person. This is what it is, right? And people can alter their versions of themselves, but, you know, you can't make them do any of that, right? And then criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. So there needs to be a lot of acceptance here, right? We get that with the Judgment as well, but it's got to be based in truth. So I'm getting that there was some sort of, you know, lying through omission, some sort of, or flat out lies, right? But but the truth is absolutely necessary in the most fundamental way in order for you guys to be able to sweep the decks clear and start a new cycle with one another. You know, and you guys have free will. If you're dealing with somebody that it's, you know, they're just a narcissist from today to Sunday and it's just not even worth it. Do you know what I mean? Just, you know, keep it where it's at. But if you feel like you're with somebody who has a lot of really positive qualities in there, really feeling very expressive in their love and their positive intentions towards you, even if you're feeling uncomfortable, I mean, the recommendation here is try not to make that final decision until you let this energy roll out. Like, let March roll around, you know, Capricorn. What you're feeling very definitively today, you may feel quite differently come that first week of March, because the energy is going to really be doing a lot of shifting at that point. Yeah. Okay, my friends, that is what I have for you right now. I will thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye-bye.